Find yourselves at the top of your mat, standing tall. Feet can be hips distance. Take a moment to roll your shoulders, spread your toes, lift your toes, and create quite a lot of space for your feet. So feel like you can stretch the skin underneath your feet. Bring your palms together at your heart and close your eyes. As you stand here, start to tune into your breath and visualize that as you inhale, you have these roots growing from your pelvis down through your thighs, through your knees, down through your shins, your calves, into your feet, and taking hold in the earth. So you're growing these beautiful roots. And as you exhale, feel that your spine is slightly buoyant. You can soften your knees, even soften around your hips. And with your eyes closed, can you notice your body swaying slightly forward, slightly back? Small movements, maybe left and right. Inhale and feel your belly expand, inflate like a balloon. Exhale and let your belly deflate. Anchor down through your feet. Now open up your eyes, relax your arms to your side. Reach your arms to the side and up, stretch up tall, even look up. Breathe in. Exhale, fold, front and down. Soft knees, it's completely fine. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, see if you can fold a bit deeper. Inhale, lift halfway up. Elongate your spine. Exhale, plant your palms and step 1 foot at a time to the back of the mat. Find yourself in a plank. Feel free to lower down to your knees for the rest of these Vinyasa push-ups. We're not going to push up. We're going to lower all the way to our belly. But I'd like you to visualize your chest moving down like an airplane is landing. So it's going to land at a diagonal angle. All right? So whether your knees are up or lowered, slowly land the airplane. Reach your palms off the floor just an inch. Squeeze your muscles by your shoulder blades. Activate your back muscles a little bit. Now press your hands down. Push over your knees. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Spread your toes. And just like we did with our feet, can you start to root down through your hands? So spread the skin of your palms. Use your breath to visualize those roots kind of crawling down your arms, through your shoulders, into your wrists, through your fingertips, rooting you to the earth. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, look forwards, step or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Reach as high up as you need to go to find that length in your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root through your feet, rise up. Reach your arms to the side and up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Samastitihi, equal equanimity pose. Inhale, reach your palms straight up again. Stretch. Exhale, reach wide, dive down. Inhale, lift halfway up. Elongate. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your feet 1 at a time all the way back to plank. Airplane landing all the way down. Then lift your palms off the floor an inch. Squeeze. Press your palms to the floor. Tuck your toes. Make your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take 2 long breaths here. Connect through your feet and through your hands. Feel those roots now in all directions. Your hips are like the top of that tree, reaching to the ceiling. Now feel free to soften your knees so that you can get a bit more into your whole spine. Lift your hips maybe a little bit higher. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forwards. Squeeze the floor with your hands and you can maybe take a hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Sit back in a chair, reach your arms front and up, finding Uttanasana chair pose. Beautiful. Staying here, breathe in. Exhale, rise. Stretch your legs, palms to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands down. Take deliberate movements into your plank and a deliberate landing of the plane down. This time, inhale to a cobra. So keeping your hands down, chest front. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky, breathe. Step your right foot to your right hand and step your left heel flat down. Inhale, rise in warrior one. So you're still facing the front. Reach your arms to the side and up. Breathe in here, press down through this right heel. Exhale, hands down. Take it back to downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. Vinyasa is this lowering. Inhale, cobra or maybe upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot towards your left thumb. Right heel goes down. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to sky. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look front. Step or hop. Inhale, lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, sit in a chair. Arms go front and up. Exhale, stand tall. Squeeze your seat. Palms to your heart. Inhale, sweep. Big circle to the side and up. Exhale, your fold. Inhale, lift halfway. We're getting into the flow of it. Exhale, step back. Land your plane. Inhale, try cobra. Maybe lift your hips. Upward facing dog. Exhale through your downward facing dog. One more of these warrior ones. Reach your right leg up. Step it front. Set up for warrior one. Cruise up with your breath. Let your breath lift you up. Exhale, hands down. Vinyasa or down dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift your left leg up. Breathe. Step it front. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Wonderful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here, 2 more breaths. In and out through the nose. Soft knees, hips to the sky. Push through your hands, especially your middle 3 knuckles. Now lift your heels, bend your knees. Once again, step or hop to the top. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, sit in your chair. Reach your arms front and up. You're going to balance on your right leg. Lift your left leg up and over. So you cross your left leg over your right. And cross your left elbow under your right. Staying here, use your breath. If this arm position is too difficult, just give yourself a hug with right elbow over left. So we're staying, we're balancing. Relax the sides of your neck. Squeeze your inner thighs. Now keep your arms as they are. Uncross your legs. Slowly, left leg goes back, coming to warrior 3. Take your time here. Lengthen your lower back. Lengthen the waist, the back of your neck. Now bend your right knee. Land your left foot back to warrior 1. Uncross your arms, sweep widen up. This should feel good. Exhale, arms go behind you. Clasp your hands. Roll the heads of your shoulders back. So your elbows are reaching back. Biceps are reaching forwards. Soften at your elbow joint. And step your right foot slightly wider so you're not on a tightrope, but you have space between your legs. Fold front and down, keeping the clasp of your hands. See how low you can go, squeezing the outer side of the right hip, breathing deeply. So use your breath to bring that challenge level down. From a 1 to a 10, find your 5, where you can have that balance of effort and ease. Press down through your feet, lift up. Release the clasp of your hands, reach wide, turn your palms up, press your palms together. Exhale, find your vinyasa or your downward facing dog. What works for you? Lift your heels, bend knees, make your way to the top of the mat, then fold in deep. Sit back in your chair, reach your arms front and up. This time, pour the weight into your left leg, right leg goes up and over. So cross legs as best you can, squeeze in. Right arm goes under your left, finding eagle pose, Garudasana. Relax your shoulders, your neck. Breathe into your ribs in all directions. Pressing down through your left foot, let's slowly uncross this right leg. Send the right leg back. Tip forwards at the pelvis. And then feel the length from your spine. Reach all the way through that right heel. Bend through your left knee, step back. Warrior 1. Uncross arms, reach them to the side and up, breathe. Exhale, reach them back. Interlace fingers. Widen your stance. And then fold front and down. Softening at the elbows, so we're not locking out that joint. So that energy can kind of travel through. Imagine your joints are like a water hose. You know when you kind of lock the hose, when it gets twisted and the water can't come through, it's like blocked. So imagine that with the same thing with your joints. You want to use your strength. Let your breath move through. Push through your feet, rise up, unclasp your arms, reach them to the side and up. Press palms together and then bring them down. Take your vinyasa or move back straight to downward facing dog. Maybe we're feeling a little bit more confident or familiar with the movements. Maybe in our downward facing dogs, you're feeling your legs are a little bit more open at the back. Take a breath. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Step your right foot forward. Set up for warrior 1 again. And this time we're going to open up to warrior 2. So for warrior 1, just turn your left toes out towards the side a bit more. And you might want to bring your right foot slightly towards the left side of the mat, so they're more on the same line. Open up your arms, bend your right knee. Take a moment to breathe. Now this left foot, see if you can turn your left toes just slightly in, so that this entire left thigh has a slight angle towards the front. That might help you externally rotate this right hip a little bit more, instead of that right knee collapsing in. Beautiful. From here, bring your right fingertips or your right hand to the inside of your right foot, left arm up. You can look up. Bend this left elbow behind you for a bit of a half bind and open up this left shoulder head. So like you're pushing it back behind you Open up through your collarbones. Now is this right knee trying to cave into the right arm? Try to use that right glute to open up that right hip and keep your right knee above the right heel. Wonderful. Just one more breath here. In and out. Slowly stretch your left arm straight up. Rise back up to warrior two. Flip your right palm. Inhale as you tip back. Find reverse warrior. Exhale, hands come down. Take your vinyasa with your breaths. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hips to sky. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Step your left foot front, warrior one. Open your right foot out, wiggle your left foot towards the right. Open arms, twist to the right. Wonderful. Have a feel for your body. So as we bring this right foot slightly in, try to nudge this left hip more open. So every time we contract a certain part of our body, there's an opening on the other side. So that left hip and glute that's working here is going to allow the inner groin to kind of stretch open. Tipping forwards, find the floor with your fingertips or your palm. Reach your right arm up. Keep working this left glute behind you. Strong glutes help us with many things. Connected to your core, even influencing the way you walk. So try to strengthen up that glute. Bend this top arm, wrap it behind you. Open up through the chest, that right collarbone. Press down through your left heel. Breathe. Press down through your left foot. Stretch your right arm up. Come up to warrior two again. Then reverse your warrior, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop your feet to the top. And here, try to lower your hips as far down as you can. And turn your feet slightly out, like you're a penguin. This is not accessible to all of us. So if you're up here, stay up here. Rest your elbows or your hands to your thighs. If you'd like to go further and try a bit of a balancing, you could try place your hands down on the floor, shoulders distance. Send your bum up. Tuck your knees in towards your armpits, tucking in. And just play with separating your shoulder blades, tipping forwards, lift one heel, lift the other. Maybe lift both if you're feeling like it. Maybe today's not the day. Just a bit of playtime. Once you're done playing or not playing, step your feet all the way back to downward facing dog again. Stretch your hips to the sky and see if you can stretch your legs to straight now. Come forwards into plank and shift to the outer edge of your left foot. Come to a left side plank, or if this is too challenging for any reason, drop your left knee down. If it's not, stay in a full plank, just for about 3 long breaths. Try and bring your head in line with the rest of your body. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift that left hip. Now everybody drop your left knee down below your left hip. Reach your right leg up, parallel to the floor. Now bend your right knee so that the heel comes to your right bum. And try and lengthen your lower back. So your butt flesh is trying to kind of scoop underneath and forwards. See if you can find your foot. Maybe, don't force it. Maybe you can find it there. And as you have this gentle tuck of your tailbone, push your foot into your hand, just for a bit of opening. Maybe you feel something, an opening in your right shoulder as well. And then slowly, without slingshotting, release the right leg, come back through a plank, and just go to the other side. So to your outer side of the right foot, left arm goes up. And as before, you can drop this bottom knee down, or you can keep it lifted for the next 3 breaths in your side plank. Defy gravity. Breathe deeply into your side body, front body. Wonderful. Now everybody drop your right knee down. Lift your left leg parallel. Squeeze your heel to the glute. Find the foot. If you're here, take a moment to just feel the stretch of the quadricep. Tuck your tailbone under. Push the foot into your hand. Push away. Open. Like you're a bow on a present. Then slowly, without slingshotting, release. Come back to downward facing dog. Feel free to take a vinyasa. This should be the last one, the last vinyasa. And we all meet in downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop to the top, and fold. Inhale, rise your way. Arms go up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Here we are. We're going to try dancer's pose. Natarajasana, very similar to what we just did in our side plank. So hold your left hip, bend your right knee. Find your right foot, squeeze the heel to the glute. Enjoy a bit of a stretch first. Now lengthen your lower back instead of arching. Try to push your butt muscle, your butt flesh down, out of your lower back. And now push the foot into your hand, tip forwards, soften your left knee, keep reaching your toes to the sky, and now open up through your heart. So instead of opening through your lower back, lift through your heart. Don't force it, just see where you go. Without slingshotting, slowly release. Standing tall, we switch. Bend left knee, find your left foot. Feel the stretch. Soften your right knee. Lengthen your lower back. And now slowly lift your left foot up to the sky. Tip forwards. Keep going. Maybe reach your right arm forwards, lift your heart like a string is lifting you. And slowly release. Rise up, reach your arms straight up to the sky. Breathe in. And we're gonna sit our bottoms all the way down. So make your way to the floor. We're coming towards our little ab core series. So before you lie down, we're gonna imagine that we have a Harry Potter book between our hands and between our knees. So we have to try to keep our arms and our knees from moving out or moving in too much, all right? So lower all the way to your back and reach your arms up to the sky, like you're holding that Harry Potter book. Now lift one knee at a time, up into tabletop, and squeeze that imaginary book between your knees. As you exhale, draw your front ribs in and down towards your pelvis. Try and push your buttock, your bum flesh out from your lower back, right? So you're lengthening your lower back. Slowly lower your knees away from your chest while drawing your pubic bone towards your heart. So not moving your pubic bone away. Now reach your arms overhead. while keeping your bottom ribs from lifting. So try to keep your bottom ribs connected to your pubic bone. Lift both back up again. Now, if that was too challenging, don't go as far next time. Only go to a range of motion where you can feel that center. Slowly lower, knees and arms away, and lift. Go at your pace now. We're going for about 30 more seconds. I want you to feel that beautiful connection of your bottom ribs and your pubic bone. Breathe into your side ribs. Wonderful. Now keep your knees above your hips. Inhale. Exhale, crunch to the outside of your right knee. Still holding the book. Try lift your shoulder blades off the floor. Lower your chest, your back to the center. And now crunch to the outside of your left knee. Twist. And lower to the outside of your right knee. Twist. Lower to the outside of your left. Twisting. Lower, breathe in. Exhale, crunch forwards, reach towards your heels. Stay. Stretch your right leg away. Bend it in. Stretch your left leg away, you've got this. Bend it in. One more time, your right leg. Bend. Your left leg. Bend. Lower your head. Down. Step your feet down. Relax your arms by your sides and send your hips to the sky for a bridge. Breathe into your belly. If you know how to do a wheel, you could take it into a wheel, placing your hands by your sides of your ears, pushing up, stretching your belly skin a little bit, completely optional. And everybody, we're gonna lower our backs all the way to the floor. Open your arms wide. Cross your left leg over your right, like you're just crossing legs. Send your hips slightly towards the left underneath you as your knees drop to the right. Just so that we have, our hips are still stable, all right? This allows the twist to come from the ribs and not the lower back. Take a couple breaths into this left side body. Lift back up, recenter. Cross your right leg over your left. Shimmy your hips underneath you. Knees drop to the left. Come back to center. Bring your knees to your armpits. Grab a hold of your feet, so arms come to the inside of your knees, and grab a hold of the outsides of your feet. Find your happy baby. And stretch your limbs, your legs long on the mat. Rest your hands by your hip bones or just on the floor beside you. Close your eyes. Let your breath roll in and out like a wave. Take a deeper breath in, or releasing full exhalation out. Bring your knees to your chest and roll over to one side, resting on your side body. Push the floor away and slowly come into your seat. Palms at your heart. Take a moment to bow in towards yourself. Give yourself thanks. Let your body enjoy this feeling it has inside for the rest of your evening. And I thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you, thank you. I hope you liked that.